What's up guys, it's Pronade, and today's video is going to be another brand new series for the channel. This is going to be a zombie weapon guide, and if you watch any multiplayer YouTubers, you know, Black Ops 3 multiplayer YouTubers like Ali A or T Martin, you probably know of their like best class setup videos for a certain weapon or just gun guides in general. And I thought, hey, not many people have really done it for zombies. I know that Mr. Dave the Rave did a couple of these, but then kind of just stopped them towards the beginning of Black Ops 3. And then I've seen a couple other people do these, but not really that much. You know, Drifter has in-depth series with weapons and maps and stuff like that in multiplayer, but I thought, hey, we might as well do that for zombies. So this is going to be my zombie gun guide series. I do hope you guys enjoy it, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at the KN44 assault rifle. Now, these are just going to be quick and informative guides about these weapons, you know, covering the ammo, you know, their strengths, their weaknesses, as well as like the pack-a-punch version. So guys, if you do go on to enjoy, make sure to slap a like on the video, as well as subscribe if you're new for tons of Black Ops 3 zombie videos just like this. I think I'm going to be doing these series probably weekly, and if you guys could let me know down in the comments below what gun you want to see in the next episode, that would really help me out. So guys, let's get into the KN44. The KN44 is a wall weapon found on the wall for 1,400 points, and it's available in Shadows of Evil, The Giant, and Der Eisendrache, meaning it'll probably be available in the next DLCs to come, just because it's been in all the maps in Black Ops 3 so far, so it'll probably come to the DLCs, and it's found on the wall in generally good locations on all the maps. You know, in The Giant, it was in a really good location, right by the catwalk, and, you know, even in Shadows of Evil, the location wasn't too bad. In the Der Eisendrache, it's very close by to the spawn, so you can just grab it when you go, and it's a very good gun to go with. The rate of fire is moderate, the recoil is moderate, and the reload time is pretty fast. Overall, it's a good handling gun, as well as the damage is pretty high for this thing, especially for a wall weapon, you know, and a wall weapon assault rifle. I definitely would compare this thing to the KN-44 from Black Ops 2. If you guys remember that in like Buried and Die Rise, it was such an amazing wall weapon, and I think this gun is definitely very similar. It just resembles that kind of AK weapon, so did the KN-94. So if you're looking for a pretty powerful assault rifle that handles really well, I'd definitely go with the KN44. The ammo of it unpack-punched is 30 shots in the clip, as well as 210 in reserve. And guys, let's move on to the pack-a-punch version. Pack-a-punch becomes the Anointed Avenger. It gets a higher damage, as well as the ammo is increased to 50 shots in the clip and 350 in reserve. Now we're going to move into the best setup of this weapon, and so the best setup in terms of attachments is going to be fast mags, rapid fire, laser sight, long barrel, and quick draw. As for the iron sights slash optics, what you're going to want to run for this gun is the iron sights are actually pretty good, but the ELO sight is pretty nice as well. If you want to run the ELO, you can, but the iron sights do fine as well. Also, the reflex sight looks pretty nice on this gun, but overall, you don't really need any optics at all, but you can choose to put them on in the weapon kit system. For perks, we're just going to be basing this off of what works absolutely best with this weapon. You might not want to run this in your class just if you're actually trying to go for a high round attempt or something, but if you're basing your game around the KN44, this is probably going to be your best bet. You're going to want Juggernog, Double Tap 2.0, Deadshot, and Electric Cherry. As for the pack-a-punch abilities, really all of them are pretty good for this gun. There's no one that really stands out to me. Of course, if you're camping, you're probably going to go with maybe Turned or Fireworks, but if you are training, you know, Blast Furnace is a nice choice, even though it has been nerfed. It's still pretty good, as well as Deadwire is a whole lot better now, so I would go with Deadwire. Really, you don't really want Thunderwall with this weapon, because I would prefer that on a shotgun like the Haymaker or the Argus. But overall, you can run it. Really, any of these pack-a-punch abilities are going to do you fine with this weapon. So overall, just take whatever you get, you know. If you're wanting to get a certain one, you know, trying to complete those challenges, then sure, go with whatever you need. But really, all of them work pretty well with this weapon because it's pretty versatile, so I'd really recommend any of them. Finally, to round this episode out with the Gumballs you're going to want to use, Wall Power is definitely a nice choice, obviously, because this is a wall weapon, so you can just get it pack-a-punched right off the bat for free. So if you have Wall Power, I'd definitely use it for this weapon. Head Drama is also nice, even though it isn't the greatest gumball. It still is pretty nice, just because you can, you know, hit the zombies in the head even easier. So maybe if you're on like round 50 or something, that might make this gun even more viable then. So that's definitely pretty useful. Stock Option is also nice if you're camping, just because you don't ever have to reload. So Stock Option is definitely going to help you out. I also chose Alchemical Antithesis just because this gun does run out of ammo pretty easily on the higher rounds, so alchemical antithesis is going to help you out. And finally, with the last gobble gum, I just chose always done swiftly just because, I don't know, it helps you it makes your handling even better for the weapon, but overall you don't really need that one, so I would choose something that's more helpful to your actual game, and not just the gun. Keep in mind all these like gumballs and perks and attachments are to make this gun perform the best it possibly can. It's not to make your game, this is not a high round class, this is just how you can make your KN44 the best it can possibly be. And so guys, I think that's going to round out this episode. To conclude, the KN44 is a very versatile assault rifle. It really can do anything. It's kind of one of those jack-of-all-trades assault rifles. It is really good for damage. The damage, it'll take you into around 30 to 35, as well as the fire rate is pretty good, and like I said before, the handling is pretty good. Pack-a-Punch is a really good gun, and overall, I definitely recommend it to you, especially being a wall weapon. So guys, that is going to end our first episode of Zombie Gun Guide. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like on the video, as well as subscribe if you're new for tons of Black Ops 3 zombie videos. Also, if you want to, follow me on Twitter. My Twitter link is down in the description, and you can just find out updates about my channel on there, and just a bunch of stuff like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.